No one.
Even as a young buck, quickly, I was addicted to Sims for a minute, bro.
My bro, in my house, we were split. Sims on one side, Football Manager on the
other side.
Yeah, man, we had to do it in hourly things. You have to book in your time with the PC.
God,
book in your time.
Are addictive.
Trust me, I'm talking like my mom used to go to bed, yeah, and I used to go be playing Football Manager, and then like when it used to press continue to go past some days, I'd run out, go in my room, pretend I'm sleeping, give it a little time, run. If my mum caught one time, she caught my little skinny leg with the one pants. And the thing is, she didn't. By that time, she was overbeating. She realized we didn't value that no more. She took away the game.
Oh, that's worse than the licks.
What? Give me the licks.
Yeah, I'll take the licks all day.
All day.
Don't take away the control.
Now you've got Football Manager, and you're telling me that I'm wasting my time. What want me to do? Sit down and listen to you?
Do you know it's funny? You should have seen my younger brother's face when I told my dad. Because right now my dad's got he's got softer.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, obviously he's got older now, whatever. He's just become mad soft, yeah. Now, my youngest brother, he loves to play computer till the early hours of the morning. Normal, natural, whatever, yeah? Of course. But my thing is, on school days, like, there can't be none of this staying up till late hours of the morning. And the thing is, I know how it goes because I used to do it. Yeah, I used to stay up till late. I used to do that thing where like I'm staying up and then the moment I hear my mum go toilet or whatever, I just quickly switch off the TV, run back in my bed and all of that, yeah. So anyway, that's what happened. My dad got up one time and saw that he was playing the computer. He tried to do a little quick thing, whatever, yeah. I said to my dad, you know what you need to do anyway? Just take away the control or take away the battery power thing. Oh, you should have seen his face. You should have seen his face.
Fuming.
He would have I'll tell you what, yeah. He would have taken the licks. If there was licks or taking the control away, he would have taken the licks all day.
I think we need to think of a new strategy. I got a strategy. I'm going to use Zion Khalifa. Hopefully it works. I know they're not going to listen to me because they don't listen to me now. That's partly due to the fact that they predominantly only speak and understand Swedish.
No way!
Yeah, so like when I'm talking to them, they don't know what I'm saying sometimes.
So what? Oh, hold on, wait. Can we just indulge in this quickly before you say your strategy? Yeah.
Go on.
So what? Sometimes you just be chatting to them and they just butt past you.
Fam, Zion, hey Bobs, come here.
Oh really?
And I'm looking at this boy like, already? You're not even 15 and 2. And you're bopping past me like you pay rent in this yard. I'll pick that up, kiss it on the cheek and say, listen to me, Khalifa's a bit more receptive, but Zion, he's got other things on his mind, fam. So
I can imagine the kids that you have and grow will, from at such an early age, will understand that they can play that part of, I can pretend like I don't understand because I speak a different language, so I'm just going to pretend to daddy as well.
But what they don't matter.
Your type of kids would definitely be on that vibe.
But they can't do that with me because I am. Do you know what I think here? I just think my parents were lazy.
Okay.
Taking away the game is too lazy. I'll just find another game.
What if you
Give
take
me
away
a strategy?
What if you take away the battery pack?
Yeah, but then it's like you don't understand. Kids' minds work too fast. We'll be upset about it for a period of time, and then we'll find something to replace that. It's the equivalent of like anything when you get older. Fine, when you're linking a girl and the girl drops out, you're like, let me get another link. Like, you don't value these things properly. It's only when you get older you're like, you can't treat women like that. You can't have games like that. But as a youngster, you're just out here. So I'm gonna have to make them make agreements. When I see them playing the computer too much, I'm just gonna leave them. And then I'm going to find out what they're doing like in school. And then I'm going to monitor it back to when I notice that they started playing games. Then I'm going to sit down with them and say, listen, hear what I'm saying, man, them. I want you to play these games. Do your thing. But I also want you to do your thing in school. Now, if you take a look, I've looked at from when you started playing games heavily to now. And I look 6 months prior to that. And you were doing well before these games. So we have to make an agreement. If you want to stay up to 5 o'clock in the morning, fam, do your thing. But if the work is not getting done, then we have to make a compromise. Yeah. So if you can keep your grades here, do what I don't care.
So what's the compromise then?
No, but they have to figure that out. Because I've said to them, you can do what you want. Yeah. But you have to get the work done. Because I don't care after that. Because my whole problem is don't do that because you're not going to do your work. But if you're doing that and doing your work, then we got to figure out other things you could do because you could be a genius.
Yeah, that's true. That's
so do
true.
your thing. But you just, and I think if you do that, yeah, then you're testing them. Then it's like they got something to work with. They're like, oh, you know what? I might have to cut down this game because I promised my dad that. My dad's giving me the freedom. He just said, do this. And that's how you start working and making agreements. I think the taking stuff away, that's just lazy.
Yeah, because it's
like, and it's stupid. You think these kids are not going to find something else to do?
Well, usually it will probably be their phone.
Cause
you take away the phone, it'll be something else.
It'll be something else. It will be something else. The kid them are way more advanced in technology. You wait till they have this little phone that just goes in your ear. You think they're talking to themselves these times, them and Shirley, big convo.
Do you know what is funny about the agreements thing though, which is interesting?
Yeah.
Same younger brother, said to my dad one time, Dad, you know, like how they've got it in school is that, see, like in the playgrounds and stuff like that, or when they're in school, there's like a computer system now which the teachers update every day, and it's done by colours, so it lets you know like how good they have been in each class and how bad they've been and stuff like that with
black?
notes.
I'm joking. Go on.
I don't know. All I know is obviously red is not good and green is good, and probably like amber is something in between or whatever.
Amber was dangerous.
So anyway, my bro was starting to get bare reds. Yeah,
is it
bare reds?
My
he's not
brother.
even a bad youth, but I don't know. He's just like lost concentration or whatever.
Is
Hear
this
him
for
now.
work or is this for like behavior?
Like
a bit.
I think it's more, just probably behavior more so than the work, but a bit of both. Anyway, he said to Dad, "Listen, I'll tell you what, Dad. Yeah, if I get loads of greens for 2 weeks, yeah, will you give me £100?" Dad said, "All right, cool." Beer greens. He almost got licks for that.
Broccoli. He almost got licks.
Listen, hold on a minute. So just for money, are you telling me that I have to pay you £100 every 2 weeks for you to do well in school?
Yeah,
that's peas.
No, but hear me out.
For what you should be doing.
But hear me out. You don't understand. They're smart. He could always do it. He just needed an incentive.
Yeah.
So now that you got that energy, why don't we channel that to an incentive more long term and say to him, you know what? If we're gonna play this game, because all I want you to do is do your work. That's all I want.
All you need to do now is say, all right, at the end of the school year, if you get X amount of percentage of green, I'll give you £100.
And let's be honest, is that not how it works in life? You do your job, you get paid.
Yeah, fair.
So if I'm setting you up for life now. Now you're getting money management skills. Before you know it, my youth's lit. I just think that we just need to learn how to channel energy in somewhere different. It don't always have to be violence. Violence is too boring. I feel like if you work the mind, you exercise that.
He didn't almost get licks for that, by the way. He don't even get licks. He's all right. As I said, Dad's soft now.
No, but that's good though. I know kids still, yeah. I know women, fam. Furthermore, I know people that would be like, "Yeah, I beat my kids." Like it's an achievement. Like they just won something.
Innit?
And here's their excuse. Here's these people's excuse that I speak to. And then my age, boy, my parents did it to me. What's that got to do with you? How can I be beating my child? Because I got beat. So look how I turned out. Exactly, big man. Change the cycle. Yeah. Channel the energy somewhere else, big man. You're out here just licking things down. But when someone your size won't fight you, you don't want to fight.
Of course.
But when it's your picnic, you're out here doing Hadouken and everything. It's mad.
Yeah, saying that I got beat is never a reason to be able to say that is a good reason for why you should beat your kids. Oh, because I got licks. That's mad. In fact, I think I said this recently. I was lucky. I benefited from the fact that my mum got licks. Because my mum said, you know what, yeah? The fact that that's what she was getting, she was adamant that she was not going to do that with me.
But you know why as well? I think your mum was adamant about it as well. Because this is the reasons why I think my parents kind of messed up with this discipline thing. They kind of messed up, dog.
This discipline thing.
Yeah, man, they messed up. You know when it comes to discipline, you have to look at the climate. What's the climate of discipline right now? Because if it's not all predominantly what you're doing, these youths are going to find other youths that are not going through this and get information like, wait a minute. But, the beating have to stop soon because they're not going to listen. They're going to see people that are getting beats, but they don't care. Back in the day when my parents were getting beat, everyone knew if you got beat, you're not on it no more. But now, there's just examples where it doesn't work. There's examples where you could do other things that work. So now kids are getting more information than they will usually get. So the parents have to go test the climate. What's the discipline nowadays? And I just think the discipline is if you channel the energy of why you're upset with them and you get them to channel it to something constructive, that's when you're conditioning them to be better people in life, possibly as well. Because this whole discipline thing of you do something bad and you're punished badly is actually ridiculous. And I think it all exists because of laws and order, and like if you break the law you're going to prison, and it's all filters down to like in your home. If you do something bad, we have to beat you, or we have to punch. Cuz we can have a discussion.
But isn't it ironic now that the law forbids you from doing that? Yeah. No.
But like,
yeah, I'm sure it is.
yeah, it is against the law.
can't-
But then
you're
it's
not allowed
like,
to-
what
I
is
think
it?
it's more so if there's a mark on your child, then you're fucked.
You're fucked. Yeah, you're proper
Definitely.
fucked.
Yeah. But like, you're right though.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
not
kinda
even
lazy
disagreeing. I'm not
parenting,
disagreeing with you. I think that ultimately you are right. But it is ironic that now the law does like forbid you from doing that still. But also what you said about like, you know, the kids now understanding or having bits of information when they know anyway, like this is just not even working. Parents should also think that as well. There's other information out there. I mean, people will always say they know their child better than anyone else or whatever. And I don't have children, so this is, you're the one who can speak on this
I
more
can tell
than
you,
me.
no. Do you know why you can say
But-
that? You know why you know
Because
that's
I was
not
once
true?
a child.
Right, B now.
Oh. but yeah, like I guess that there are other forms of how things can work or whatnot. I'm not gonna lie. My gran had a certain way of dealing with us. I wouldn't say I got licks. I wouldn't say I got licks.
Certain way.
But I'll tell you what. I'll tell you one thing. I used to get pinched regular. You see if we was on the train, yeah, and we was acting up, and it was because she never wanted to shout at us in public. She never wanted to do all of that type of stuff. But all she would do is she'd just say, "Come sit next to me." Then I sit next to her, and then she just pinch me, just to kind of let me know, if you carry on with this, then when you get back, you're gonna get more than a pinch.
I prefer more than a pinch. I don't like pinching, you know.
Oh well,
Because you're taking too little of the skin and
yeah.
it hurt. You know what I'm saying?
I tell you what, the pinch most definitely let me know that it was time to stop.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, of course. That was another thing. I never needed to get beat by my nan, but I see a couple youths getting their mouth washed out with soap when they was swearing. I saw that one time, and also another thing that used to happen is
You actually saw that?
I saw that. Yeah.
My mum used to threaten to do it so many times. I used to look at this woman like, grow up. Like, who is washing out their mouth with very liquid? Like, what is going on?
This youth did one hell of amount of swearing, boy.
Is it?
Yeah, Granny weren't having that one.
She put soap in the mouth.
Yeah.
Bar and soap.
Yeah. He got
So she wasn't having a bar,
He
but
got,
he
tongue,
was.
he got his tongue washed out with soap.
But what does that teach you?
I don't know.
Do you know, like, I wish I could.
I'll tell you one thing.
You didn't do it again? That's what it taught him.
It didn't. They could have scarred him.
But you know what it might have done though? Because you know what certain punishments did to me? They stayed in my mind and I said, wait till I can do this. I'm not gonna abuse it.
Okay, I hear
abuse
that
it.
still.
So like when my mum used to be like, you can't stay up past 7 o'clock. She made such a thing of it. She put so much value in it. I couldn't wait to stay up past 7 o'clock. So then when I could stay up past 7
You
o'clock.
overindulged.
Big man, I'm out here till 5 a.m. in the morning.
Everyone's gone
letting
home.
you know.
Everyone's gone home, but it's still
I'm out
outside.
here.
Yeah.
Closing up. Not me, dog. I'm really still
Man's
raving.
still in the playground.
I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
here.
Yeah, I
to the
hear
point where I'd stay up, play computer. Mum would be like, why are you not in bed? Because
Eyes
I'm
are-
allowed to stay up past 7
eyes
o'clock.
are burning, but you're adamant that because you're allowed to stay up, you will stay up.
You know how many years I couldn't stay up past 7 o'clock, Chucky? Big
Oh.
man in my... You know when you're a child, you think you're a big man. You're hearing your brothers, yeah, man, I watched this late, I watched that late.
Let me understand. You know what? Some youths will never understand the reason why they won't is because now, you know what, a lot of youths want to stay in their yard and play computer and do all of that stuff
got a
anyway.
phone.
Yeah? And you can, exactly. And you can communicate with people that way. These times here now, it was all about being outside on the estate, just playing around, playing football, whatever, yeah. When you were told to be in at 7 o'clock, you don't understand the pain. I'll tell you why. Do you know why? Because see, when the clocks go back, See, when the clocks go back, yeah, it's mad light outside at 7 o'clock.
Maddish.
It's light outside.
But it's not just light outside.
Sorry, I think when the clocks go forward.
I know what you meant.
Yeah.
But you know what's still mad? You hear the youth them.
Outside playing.
I pass it, John.
Yeah. Oh my God. And you know what my mum used to do as well? She used to call my name out from the balcony.
So everyone could hear it.
Government name, bedtime. Government name, bedtime.
Child abuse. It's child abuse.
My God.
And
these times now I've gone to my
child
bed. I'm like, can I get half an hour? Because I want to watch The Bill or EastEnders or whatever. These times I don't even want to watch it, but I just want to
just wanna
half
stay
an
awake.
hour. Yeah. Then I go to my bedroom. It's light outside, and I hear man outside, youths outside playing football. These lot. I remember when my mum used to shout out my government name and say bedtime. A couple of times, them lot used to sit outside my part of the estate and just sing bedtime.
Let me show you why you're lucky though. Because
know how
you
mad
didn't
that
understand
is?
what I said. I had to be in bed by 7.
Okay.
So that means I'm in the house by 6. There's no time. We can't get to bed by 7 if we're outside.
Yeah, I hear that.
And let me show you why it was worse. Because I just had to walk up 2 flights of stairs and I was home. I was only partying in the front more time.
Yeah. That
So my
was
mum
kind
could
of the
see
same
me.
as mine.
So then what happened when I used to get home? 6:15? Who came? 6:15. I remember it like it was yesterday, big man.
Who, your dad used to come up from work.
Dung, 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 dung. I look outside. Ice cream, man.
Oh.
Never get our ice cream now. Everyone's over there with the lot. You know the ice cream that had the fucking the chewing gum at the
Bottom. Screwball.
Screwball.
The screwball.
My mum screwed me out of getting that one there.
Yeah.
The next thing had the little bowl
how
and
you
it
know
had
you was
tree
going bed
pops and
early.
the flake and the. It was crazy. Ice poles are running.
That's
Twister.
how you know you was going bed early when the ice cream man's outside.
My mum was on crud, fam. My mum was on crud. I'm looking at this woman like, you don't even want us to do anything in here. You just want us to be in the house and just be in the room. And you're not even talking. It's not like there was something going in. You would put the dinner, you'd be like, eat the food. We'd eat the food. And then it's like, we're not doing anything. Fam, it was child abuse, fam.
The ice cream van used to come here and my gran used to tell me, listen, you know, I'll give you a choc. She used to give me the choc ice. So I wasn't really sometimes I couldn't get the screwball, but it was just like a. Now I appreciate a choc ice. Now I love a. At the time, you don't want that. You want the one with the. You want the chewing gum at the bottom. That seems extra lit because you gotta eat the choc. You gotta eat the ice because you got the sauce on the top. You eat that. You go all the way, and then you got the bubble gum at the bottom. Oh my
Do
God!
you know what my thing was? I've always been this from young. Because you could have given me a screwball in my house and I might not have wanted it.
Definitely.
You know why? Do you know why I not wanted it? I want options, big man. Why must I go to the freezer and have a one dege choc ice?
Yeah, exactly.
When I know the man outside has got everything. It's his job.
Yeah.
I think when you're a kid, you want what you can't really.
What you
have.
can't
course.
get.
Like just because it's in the house and you could get it really any day.
Yeah.
You don't want it. You want something you can't get.
Of
every
course.
day.
But what even more so
something
when you're
new.
seeing the youth by the ice cream van talking about I'll have this one. Nah, I'll have that one. Nah, maybe I'll have this
Them
one.
show
And you
off
start
kids.
really, yeah, exactly. Like he can pattern up anything on the fucking thing. Bro, I'm going there with my quick 25p. I can't buy shit. I can only probably buy a flake.
And do you know what was so licky? Let me show you what was lit. This one I really didn't like my mum. When one day she was in a good mood. I don't know if daddy lips the food. I don't know what happened, but my mum was feeling sprucey. I said, yo, mum's in a good mood, everyone. Let's try get our ice cream. So I've gone in for the kill.
Everyone. You're
Yo,
trying to get
mummy,
everyone in there.
But it's me, Scribs is there.
Okay.
And my brother's there. I'm like, Mum, do you mind if we get ice cream? I save some of my pocket money. Of course you can. I'm like, what?
Oh.
Let me come with you.
Oh, no.
Now I'm thinking, my mum don't know nothing about ice cream. We've got down there. She's like, you got any lemon ice? I didn't even know about this thing. When I got that, I looked at this woman like, so you've been lying to me as well. Not only can I get now there was lemon ice. You knew about this thing and you didn't want to.
The lemon
Mum?
ice, you know. Yeah, it's nuts. But you know what? Flip side to that, to be honest with you, my upbringing was kind of a vibe still. It was definitely a vibes, and I appreciate a lot of the shit that happened back then still. But yeah, like the beating the kids thing and that, it is a bit air. To be honest with you,
I think it is, man.
it is a bit air. As I said, I don't have youths. You do, so you know how this thing works. But I don't know, man. I just don't. I think that just a lot of the time has the reversed effect at times. You know what I mean?
Because you know what it is yeah. Like, there's sometimes I can understand why you want to do it.
Yeah.
Like when I get angry and frustrated with Zion and Khalifa, sometimes that. But then I just look at it. I'm like, these men are 2 years. They don't really know what's going on.
Ain't that about you? Isn't that about you losing control?
It is you losing control. That's when you like, and especially like I can only talk about my upbringing really. But like one thing I realized is that I was dealing with two frustrated people who were taking out their frustrations on us sometimes. They had a lack of patience because of whatever the hell they were going through. So that's why even with Zion and Khalifa, if I'm in a weird frame of mind, I go in the garden. Because I can't take out my own problems on Zion. They don't know they don't even understand English properly. I have to sing some songs in Swedish. I don't even know what the hell I'm saying.
Oh,
and
really?
Then it's like, Khalifa's like, yeah, it's lit. But they've started understanding now more because obviously.
How do you know the bars?
How do I know the bars?
How do you know the bars of the song and that?
I have to go listen to the song.
Is it?
A one prac. You have a prac sometime. Little practice and then, not like Drake, but yeah, little practice and I've done my thing. But now I just sing the English songs to them and then they get it. So yeah, I just think like patience is the best.
Isn't there a difference between beating and a smack though? Or is it just the same thing?
Yeah, in the eyes of the law, because I didn't know that hitting a kid was illegal now.
Because surely like
there a difference between like
a beating and a... Because when I think about beating and how I used to see certain people get licks, it was... This is the thing. Licks, it's the S or the Z at the end, which is like... It wasn't just a smack. It was you were getting licks because of whatever. If you was getting beat, a smack and a beat is different because a smack was like a smack, but a beat was like you were gonna get beat from your
I can't lie
parents.
to you. When our cousins got beat, it was like a funeral. Like everyone's quiet, we're just looking around.
It was mad.
Man's sitting in the corner like,
yeah.
You don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. And then he's got hiccups as well afterwards. You get licked so hard that the youth's got hiccups because he's chilling. He's chilling now. He's trying to hold it together, and it's bare hiccups.
Yeah, because you try not to cry and then you get hiccups.
Yeah, exactly.
That's mad, you know.
Trust me. There was a couple of my cousins who I used to see get some lash. But there was one or two that I used to see just get a one smack because it was like, you know, for example, say it's like this is a common thing amongst parents, is the talking back. You know, everyone goes through that situation, where your parent says, look, just be quiet or whatever. And then you say something and they're like, just be quiet. And it's always this thing about having the last word until it goes on and on and on and escalates until you might get a smack or whatever it may be. But there's a difference between that and someone getting a full on lash. And I had seen that. The full on lash thing seems mad. To me, in my mind at the moment, the smack doesn't seem so mad. But it just depends on the scenario, the situation, and where the smack is.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, I don't want to offend anyone because everyone brings up their children their own way.
Of course.
But it's like I just think maybe I think too much. But even when I think about disciplining Zion and Khalifa, they don't know much. They don't know much. So I'm giving them most of the information. And one thing I say to Yaz is, if you shout at them too frequently, it's going to lose its value.
100%.
So once it loses its value, you're going to find a new way of communicating this message, which is usually beats. But if you keep patient for a long time, what happens is, and I'm lucky about this, I'm being like harsh when it comes to Zion and Khalifa. They're good kids, fam. If I look at Zion, he looks at me and he fully knows. And his mum doesn't know how I do it. But I look at him and I've let him know. And we don't even speak the same language. If you go too far, we're going to have a problem. Doesn't mean I'm going to punch him. We're going to have a problem. And then Zion acknowledges that and he'll pick up the Lego brick and do something cute and run over to me and hug me. Because he realizes at that moment, I don't approve of that. Now, that's the relationship I built with them over time. Because I saw the shouting thing, they're just not acknowledging it. I ignore them when they do certain things. And then I explain to them. They may not understand, but I know 6, 7, 8 years, 9 years, when they're 15, I'm not going to have to raise my voice or nothing like that. We're just going to be in a practice where it's like, I talk to my dad. Because I have to give my old man some credit. he didn't really shout much, you know. Maybe between my mum, them lot used to go at it. But you see him, cool when it came to the youth, them, you know. He didn't. So when he goes, are you talking to me? You felt so bad because this guy was never really angry at you anyway. So that's the kind of relationship I think parents should try and build with their kids, because then your kids respect you and they just don't want to do things out of respect. You don't want to disappoint someone you respect. But someone you're not too for, like, you don't. Do you know where I'm coming from? That's why I always say this whole, it's ego, innit? Like, parents have an ego and parents live by labels. So I'm your dad and the ego is you can't challenge me. And it's like, no one's going to like that.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know, like, who you answering back to? Bloods, forget all of that. Let's just have a conversation, because you're going to respond to a conversation.
Definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
But
Sorry,
that is,
cut you
I
off.
think that's kind of, that's interesting, you know. I didn't even really look at it like that, because, see, if you're shouting at a child, yeah, at a proper young age, then yeah, at a point, that is proper just going to lose its value. And on top of that, it's just going to almost be normal for them to just do that, because they just grew up the whole time just doing, like, being amongst that. Do you get me? So yeah, I fully hear that still.
Because they might become immune to it. They might all forever be scared of it, to the point where they're conditioned that when they go later on in life and they hear that, they get that frightened. Like, do you really want to do that to your child? Or I just think if you develop conversation with your child, all that happens is when anything else happens, their brain will malfunction and it'll just be like, wait, I need to go and talk to the person I conversate with to figure out why this happened.
Yeah.
And then I will say to them, don't tolerate any of that. Don't, because I don't do it to you. So when that happens again now, they're going to be like, no. My dad told me straight. He don't shout at me, so he doesn't understand why anybody else. And that's how I was with my teachers and everything. When they used to be too rude, I used to say to them, do you know what? My parents don't really talk to me like this, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know who you think you are. And I know my mum and dad always said to me, as long as I can swear blind I didn't lie, they'll defend me. So my teachers hated me, because when I lied, I would say to my mum, I lied, I'm sorry. And the teachers would feel like they had some. But when I was telling the truth,
Yeah.
so it's just a really cool respect thing you have to just kind of develop, I guess.